Hey, Donovan, get that phone for me. Get the phone. So I stood in line and waited and okay, turn it off. So the thing about it was, some people were set up, they were playing multiple times, but the setup it was like one and done. So, which was cool because there was so many people. One and done would be cool. You just, both sides, player one, player two, you play, and then you go back in the back of the line. Some setups were like people were just playing until they got their fill and then they left, or they went to get to eat, or get something to drink. Me, I just was in there, and then I was like, I just want to play it once. Just want to play with Team Sin. I was kind of disappointed Wesker, X-23 Trombone, and Spider-Man wasn't in the build, but that's cool as long as I get to play it, So I'm playing it. Dormaro is very slow as far as walking, but he makes up with his attacks. He plays sort of like Blackheart, but not totally like Blackheart. And his black hole, I don't know the names of the moves, I'm sorry, but his black, he got I call it the black hole sun. He can use that. He can teleport. I didn't know how to use his powers. You know how you charge up his powers, like his left hand go with flame, and he can shoot flame, a pillar of flame. His other hand charges with a blue flame. I didn't know how to do that. I did know how to do the hyper, where he shoots the big blast of flame, because I won the match using that at the last second. So like I said, 0-0. Just because it says 0-0, he hit 0-0, and I hit the dude to win. I was playing, Team Sin. The other guy was playing with Ryu, Captain America. No, he was playing with Wolverine, Captain America, and Super Skrull. And I see that they added the colors. You can pick the alternative colors. You didn't have to pick if I pick a character and he picked the same character, they show the alternate colors. No, you press a certain button, you get alternate colors, because he had picked Wolverine first, and he didn't get the regular Wolverine colors. He got the Raider Nation colors, where Wolverine his eyes was red, he had all black, and he had a silver outline. And it reminds you of Cyclops' alternative 4 in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It looked just like that. He had picked Super Skrull. I had picked Dormammu, and then I picked Doom. Then when I picked Super Skrull was in like light gray with the outline of burnt orange. It was looking awesome. And we played, and I was doing moves, and we couldn't change our buttons, so I was busy trying to find out what button did which. And I was on pad. Some stations had the stick, had the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 TE stick. Other stations had regular DualShock 3. And the station I was on, it was DualShock 3. It was all on PlayStation 3 systems, running at 1080p. Looks good at 1080p. The buttons, from what I was gathering, the triangle and the circle were the heavy attacks, and the square and the X were the light attacks. Where normally that would be reversed, so it was throwing me out, and I was just doing launchers. I kept doing Doom's launcher, and I couldn't get nothing off, and I was like, man, I should play this again. But I was like, you know what, I played it once. Now it's time to network. Now it's time to talk to people. Now it's time to find Ari. Now it's time to find Seth, get an interview with Seth. Fortunately, I didn't get an interview with Seth, but got a Fighter 3 with Flo. And I was walking around filming. I saw the Pro Station. That's where all the local, pro players or pro players from the nation or the talent was by. And somebody posted on one of my YouTube vids that, yeah, that streamed to the big screen, the big 100-foot screen. And I saw some matches, saw Flo matches. I didn't see Big Marcus match. I saw a couple other matches. Is it Freddie? I saw Freddie matches. And and then after that, I talked to Flo, finally got with him, went outside, did the interview, came back inside, and then I was like, it's like 10 o'clock here now, in Central Time, so it's going to be 11, it's 11 Eastern, if I leave, I didn't stay because I had to drive back, it's like a 4.5 hour drive back, so I was like, man, I'm not going to get home till 3, so I can't stay here, so I just left, and I'm glad I left when I did, because that trek home was just brutal. You know what I'm saying? So I got home safely, and that's about it, man. It was a fun event. I want to thank Capcom for bringing it to the Midwest. It's about time. Usually you see stuff like that in Vegas, San Diego, West Coast, basically, and very, you know, and then or deep East. It was good for them to bring it to the Midwest. And I didn't know Seth was from Chicago, because when I was talking to him and Keats, and I was like, "Yo, thanks Seth for bringing this here." And then Keith was like, "Yeah, bringing it to your hometown finally." He's like, "Yeah," and people don't realize I'm from Chicago. I was like, "Wow, Seth is from Chicago. That's cool." So yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed it. Um, Still thinking about Marvel vs. Capcom 2 match between Focus and Brett. That was hype. It's just, man, that's like, it was hype like Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tournament at Evo hype. It was just good. I put the link. I'll put the link in the video. Y'all should see that. And you know, as I sit here, I mean, I just really sat down and watched all 4 videos just now. And now that I'm thinking after seeing that and thinking about what happened at Fight Club on Wednesday, could Marvel vs. Capcom 3 get that hype? Could you see, you know, people like getting that hype, just as much hype like that? You know what I'm saying? And we'll see. We'll see. I really want to see the rest of the roster for Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I know Perfect Legend. I know Brett. I know a couple people. It's like, man, if Storm and Magnus is not in it, I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing it. I know, like I talked to Juan. Juan was like, well, if Rogue's not in it, I'm not playing. Just not playing it. So, and then when I meet Yipes at Season Beatings 5 next month, I'm gonna ask him, I'm like, yo, I mean, you like the hardest to the hardcore when it comes to Marvel vs. Capcom 2. How do you feel about Marvel vs. Capcom 3? I'm gonna ask him that. Hopefully he do a Fighter Fury interview. But that's about it, man. I think I talked too much.